everyone, and thank you for watching another video. My name of course is Lindsay Naomi, and with this makeup look, something simple but a little bit of splash of fun with color just to give it that nice New Year's vibe. So if you like what you see, go ahead and continue watching, but before you continue, don't forget to show your girl some love, like this video, and subscribe. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. Remember, it's always important to prime your face to make sure that your foundation goes on smoothly. I am using the e.l.f. Pore-less Putty Primer. Now, this primer is really sticky, but it definitely stays on your face, giving it that matte finished look. And just patting it in, making sure that it's all even and the product is evenly distributed on my face. Now, this is just a preference of mine. I also like to take primer and put it on my neck. I just want to make sure that my foundation is as smooth as on my face is as smooth as on my neck. Onto the foundation. Now, this is my first time using this foundation. This is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation in the shade 205 Tanzania. Now I'm using some setting spray, the Morphe Continuous setting mist, just to get my foundation on smoothly, and of course using a damp beauty blender from Real Techniques to evenly distribute the foundation on my face. Now, one thing I can say about this foundation, it is very thick. A little bit does go a long way. It looks a little bit orange on camera, but it honestly matches my skin tone very well. I feel like I may have used a little bit too much foundation, so now I'm just trying to even it out all across my face and of course in my neck, just trying to blend out the product and patting it all into my skin. This foundation, like I said, it is very thick. A little bit does go a long way. I'll be sure next time just to use maybe 3 dabs of it instead of 6. But nonetheless, it does give an even finished look. You don't even need concealer in my opinion. Next up is our brows. I'm just going in with a spoolie, of course, just creating the shape that I would like my brows to be in. To fill in my brows, I'm using the Maybelline Brow Definer in the shade Deep Brown. And I'm just filling in, of course, any gaps and feather-like strokes in the tip of my brows. And using the same technique on my other brow. Filling it in lightly, light strokes. And using the feather-like method on the tip of the brow. Now, to define my brow, the foundation was already thick enough, so I decided just to use just a little bit just to define my brow. I didn't want to use any more product, so I just went ahead, of course, and used the same foundation and to define my brows. Now, using foundation to define your brows, to me, it's really simple, really easy. If you're limited on products or if you're in a rush ready to go, you can use it to apply foundation on your face and also to define your brows. I'm just going back in with the brow definer just to fill in any gaps. And now I'm using a brow sealer, just making sure that the brow hairs stay in place, aren't flying anywhere, and nicely sealed and defined. Now I'm just going in with a damp beauty blender. This one is from Real Techniques. Just evenly distributing the foundation that I use to define my brows. And of course, making sure that the foundation is evenly distributed on my face. All right, now on to the eyes. I am going in with the Essence Long Lasting Eyeliner in the color Turquoise. This shade of blue is absolutely gorgeous. It's not too dark and it's not too light. I feel like this blue gives it just a nice pop of color that's needed for the New Year look. I wanted the turquoise color under my eye to pop just a little bit more, so I decided to use the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette in the color Pool Party just to brighten that color a little bit more. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love that blue. So now at the top of my eyes, I'm just going in with the Maybelline eyeliner. This is the color Deep Onyx. Just lining the top of my eyelids, just going in with a deeper, bold eyeliner look. Now I'm just taking the beauty blender just to take out any eyeshadow fallout. Now to set my foundation, I am using the NYX No Filter Finishing Powder in Deep Golden. Of course, just distributing it all over my face, making sure that all the foundation is set and getting that nice, smooth finishing look. Alright, so now I'm adding some color back into my face. I'm using the Black Radiance Contour Palette in the shade medium to dark. I'm using this shade just to do a light contour, nothing too heavy. And I am using the same contour color in Black Radiance just to contour my nose, nothing too heavy, just a light contour. Now going in with the same brush, just evening out the contour, making sure that everything is even and no harsh lines. And just a nice smile to add on some blush. I am using the MAC Diva Don't Care. Now this is in a pink purple shade. And of course, just a nice little smile just to bring out my cheekbones to get that blush on there nicely. And going back in with the same brush that I used the finishing powder with, just to make sure that it's all even, and distributing the blush, making sure that it's just not too heavy on my face. Now on to my favorite part. It is time to glow, to glow, to glow. I am using the Pur Dreamer Bronze Brighten Cheek Palette in the shade Mineral Glow. On the side of my cheeks, I put it on the tip of my nose and the tip of my lips. Now I didn't use concealer to highlight, so I'm just going in with this same Mineral Glow shade and just putting it under my eyelids just to give me some more brighten, shiny look to my face. Alright, so now on to the lips. I am using a pink lip liner, just going in and lining my lips. And filling it in lightly just to get some color payoff. Now I am using the Fenty Gloss Balm in the shade Fussy to give my lips an extra glow. And how can your lips not be popping on New Year's? Just making sure that it's all even. Now I'm going back in with the same flat tip brush, and again I'm still using the same foundation color, just a little bit, just to outline the side of my lips, just making sure that it's defined and that my lips really stand out. Now I'm just taking the tip of the Beauty Blender and I am just making sure that it is all in smoothly and blending it out. Of course, with the same brush that I use with the finishing powder, just setting the foundation that I use around my lips. And of course, just a little bit more glow. adding some highlighting powder. And using the Morphe Continuous setting mist just to make sure that, of course, everything stays in place. Fan off a little bit. Now to add some mascara to my bottom lash, I am going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now this mascara I only use on special occasions because it is what it is. Of course, make sure you be careful when you're adding mascara on your bottom lash. And I want to make sure that I get every lash just to make sure that the eyeshadow color really sticks out. Alright, so I am still learning how to put on lashes. Don't judge me, but I did go in with the Kiss Lash, the Faux Mix collection in Little Black Dress. It's not too bold of a lash, so it gives you that natural look. And then now I'm using a clean brush just to make sure that my highlight, my blush, everything is blended in nicely. And of course, back in with the lips, just making sure my lips is extra popping. Lips looking good. And that's all she wrote, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Thank you for watching.